This is one for Max and all the comments you saw tonight in the thing. Underground, comedy by his college, it's cool. As he said, my name is Ramon Rivas. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I used to live out there with my sister because it was super duper free. It was a pretty good arrangement for me. My sister has 3 kids and I like most of them. I only have an issue with my 13-year-old niece. She's just real mean to me. Like, I was trying to be nice to her, so one day I was like, hey, Marisa, what do you want to do today? We'll go to the mall, the movies, whatever you want to do, we're going to do it. She looked right back at me like, all I want you to do is get away from me because you're fat and ugly. And I don't know how to break it to her that she looks just like me. And she better hope that mustache turns out a little bit. She's been a little nicer to me, like she recently asked all to come to her school and tell some jokes for Hobby Day. And I was like, oh, that's cool, you think my career is a hobby? Appreciate that reality check. I agreed to talk to 129 5th and 6th grade kids about comedy. I didn't really know what I was doing. My only goal going into it was to inspire at least one of them to not go to college. Keep somewhere out of the debt machine. You will all realize that mistake. So. I was trying to figure out ways to connect with the kids. So I was like, hey, what's the funniest like TV show, a movie you've seen? And there's one little 5th grader raised his hand. He was like, Three Stooges! I was like, oh, he must not have cable. But I was like, that's like slapstick comedy. You can see it nowadays. It's like, Jackass, shit like that is still around. And I was like, anyone else? And this little 6th grader raises his hand. He's like, my favorite movie is Pineapple Express, which is a weed movie. I was like, man, this kid's awesome. I was like, hey man, we can't talk about that right now. Because I don't think this is a charter school and I don't get your teacher fired. So after his session, he came right up to me. He was like, you know the other movie's really funny, Mr. Rivas? Cheech and Chong. I was like, man, your parents sound cool. Or terrible. Or terrible. One of the two. I got some thank you letters if you're curious.
Oh, this is from
Dear Mr. Rivas, hi, my name is Olivia. Thank you for coming to our school with some of his jokes. You're really funny. I really like how you make jokes out of things that previously happened to you. Which I'm glad that even children recognize us with that real shit all the time. Ever since you've been here, I've also been trying to make jokes out of things that have happened to me. Now when I grow up, I want to be a comedian too. Thanks again. I can't wait to see you next year. Your friend, Olivia. I don't know how to break it to her that I'm not coming back. I don't see that going well for me. I show up at the school like, hi, I'm here to see Olivia. No, I'm not related to her. She just really believes in me, and I do that right now. Dear Mr. Ramon, thank you for coming into our school. You were very funny, and I hope you get famous. Which makes me feel like my niece does not go to a good school. Also, I think you can become famous like Kevin Hart. By the way, if I ever hear that you have, I will see if I can go. Which is my favorite, that this kid thinks I can become one of the biggest comics in the world. And if I do, I'll think about coming. In my head plan. Dear Mr. Rivas, thank you for coming to our school and teaching us about how to be funny. I know that it might have been a waste of your time. But I enjoyed it. That's a little kid that already knows how to read people's body language. That's cool. All I do is comedy. I live in Cleveland, so it's cheap. So all I do is comedy. My last day job, I worked at this Vietnamese restaurant, and no one in the kitchen spoke English. So when they said my name, they either said, Simon, Simon. which is a woman's name. Or they say Ramon, but then they would just giggle a whole bunch afterwards. Like, so like, one day I was like, hey, I asked my boss, I was like, hey man, how come they laugh every time they say my name? Like, what's going on? He was like, oh, that's because in Vietnamese, Ram means butt and man means touch her. I was like, damn, I need to go to Vietnam. Forgive me. Since all I do is comedy, I get a lot of weird gig offers. I take most of them. Had this dude emailed me one time. He's like, hey, I'd like to hire you to perform my son's high school graduation party. And I was like, that doesn't seem like a good idea. I like money, so I was like, hey man, I'll let you know I'm not dirty, but I do talk about like weed, mushrooms, women, and chitlins. And I know people get uncomfortable talking about chitlins in front of children, so just want to let you know ahead of time. And he was like, that's fine, we'll send any of the little younger kids inside. There's an issue. He was like, how much money do you want? And it's always a weird point when you do freelance work, because you want to ask for enough money that's worth your time, you can pay some bills, but then you don't want to ask for so much that they're just like, nah, we'll just hire a clown. So I was like, $400. And he was like, okay, that's fine. He was like, you can bring anyone you want. We have pizza from every place in the city. We have an ice cream sundae bar and a cupcake bar. I was like, damn, I should have asked for way more money. Always ask for the most money. I had to turn a gig down recently. This lady emailed me. She was like, hey, I've seen you at the comedy club a couple times. I'm a really big fan. I'd like to hire you to perform my company's charity luncheon. There's no money, but I'm working on getting you lunch. So I responded back. You know, I was like, hey, thanks for reaching out. I'm glad you're a fan, that you enjoyed me. But I'm just going to stay home and definitely eat lunch. Can't pay my bill with these hypothetical lunches. Want some exposure, maybe we'll talk. I don't know. I've been getting to travel a little more with comedy, which is cool. I've learned in my travels I'm excellent at being poor, like almost like a superpower, which is cool. Like I went to New York last year for 6 weeks with $2,000. I slept on a room the whole time I was there. And I went back to Cleveland 6 weeks later, it was $63. Which is impressive because New York's a very expensive city. And had I just stayed in Cleveland with that much money, I'd have been balling out of control for like 5 months. So I went to New York, you know, I had some cool times. I had to do a couple things to make the money stretch that long. The first few things, I don't drink coffee or alcohol, which are two expenses most people have every day that I did. So I was just really tired and sad the whole time. The other thing I did to save money is every time I sort of bought something, I also shoplifted. Like I'm gonna buy that sandwich, but I'm gonna steal these carrot cake squares. And I don't like to think of it as stealing. I like to think of it as a buy one, get one sale later. The last thing I did to save money when I went to New York, so I took my own weed with me. The only problem is I smoke really good weed because I'm a grown-up. It smells really strong. Like good weed smells real shit. You can't just walk around like radiating weed off of you like Pigpen from Peanuts. You gotta come with a solution. They come up with a budget solution because I don't have a vacuum sealer because I don't get invited to chef parties. But my budget solution is I took my bag of weed and I wrapped it in a dryer sheet and I put that in a plastic bag and I wrapped that in a dryer sheet and put that in a plastic bag and I wrapped that in a dryer sheet. Rolled that up in my towel, put my towel in my bag, got all the way to New York. No problem. Once I got there, I realized if you do that, your weed's gonna taste like dryer sheets. I still smoked it. I did get a little embarrassed when I was smoking with my friends. They'd be like, hey man, what strain is this? But it's called Snuggle Kush. It won't make you sleepy and it'll keep your clothes super fluffy. And if you smoke it with your girl, she won't be clingy anymore. Last time I came to Chicago, I woke up to a dead car battery, which I kind of panicked because like all my friends in Chicago were degenerates and didn't take the bus or have bikes. So I didn't know what I was going to do because I'm a AAA because I'm not white. I felt like if I called for help, it'd be like $100, $150 I didn't really have. So my budget positive kicked in, and my solution is I went to the corner store and I bought some jumper cables for $15. And then I used my phone and I called an Uber. The Uber dude, he came pick me up. He's like, "Good morning, sir, where we going?" I was like, "This is gonna sound weird." Go right there. He was like, "What?" I was like, I need my battery's dead. He's like, "Oh, you want me to jump your car?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Well, this is my wife's car." I was like, "You think she'd be cool with it?" So he gave me a jump, a bottle of water, and a piece of gum. Got the full Uber experience. The drive in the Uber was $3.47. So for less than $20, I fixed my dead car battery. And because I'm so good at being poor, I went and took those jumper cables right back to the store. Maximize that dollar. I've been trying to pay more attention to politics, which is challenging because I smoke weed, so I don't feel emotions. It's frustrating, man. I watched this interview with Bernie Sanders and Killer Mike. They're talking for like a half hour. So one of the best things that it made me feel like Bernie Sanders is like a real great human being. So I think I decided I'm gonna vote for him just because it's been a while since anyone's been assassinated. And I feel like I'm really making the country together, and I'm really dope. People go vote for Hillary. I don't know. A lot of people go vote just because feminism. I think it's whatever. I think if Hillary were a dude, to be way less blessed people vote for her. You wouldn't have the right of feminism behind her. And I don't think people could get past all the lies. And it's just weird because she has a lot of unfair advantages. Like everyone else running for president is a dude, so they have to wear a suit. You can't just not have a suit on. Hillary has no such constraints. So during the first debate, all the dudes are in suits, and Hillary just sitting there crushing a little mom sweater. Get the hipster and the cat lady vote at the same time. Which is pretty that's very subtle, subliminal type of shit. And then I noticed after a while, that she had just the top button of the sweater button, and I was like, is she trying to get the Mexican vote too? The most confusing part about politics to me is probably Republicans. I don't know a lot about them. Everything I know about Republicans, I learned from the ones that laid my dad off when I was a kid. I know they recently voted to defund Planned Parenthood, which is crazy because people hate pulling out. And then it was weird, the timing was weird because Republicans voted to defund Planned Parenthood, and then a week later, ISIS closed all the women's clinics overseas. And no one in the Republican Party cared that they were doing the same exact thing. And it just struck me as weird, because it'd be like if I had a super dope outfit, and I'm like, I'm about to go to this party, I'm gonna crush at this party in this outfit, and I get there, and there's someone in the same outfit as me, and they just murdered a whole bunch of people. I'd probably change. But I would at least go get some different shoes. And the other weird thing is that a big part of the reason they voted to defund Planned Parenthood because there was rumors going around that Planned Parenthood was selling baby parts, which was proved to be false. But if it was true, it'd probably be expensive as shit to buy a baby. It's not gonna be bootleg baby parts, it'd be top dollar. Which makes me feel like the only people who could afford to buy them would be Republicans. And then the rest of us would get them eventually through trickle-down baby politics. I like doing comedy, man. I get to do a lot of shows. It's cool. A lot of the shows I do back in Cleveland wind up being in front of hipster people, which can suck. You know, because hipsters are so cool, they never laugh at anything, they just kind of stand there. But I've learned over time that when hipsters think something's funny, they don't laugh out loud, but they will change their posture. Oh, that's funny. I like that. And if you ever get a hipster to flip their hair, that's like when you're a black person laughs so hard that they get up and run around and it's just like, I'm single. I used to have a female roommate, which was a lot like being in a relationship without any of the sex. It was cool. Like there'd be days where like she'd come home and she'd start talking and going on about her day, and then I'd realize I have no reason to listen to this. The weirdest part of having a female roommate is that every once in a while I'd accidentally use her vaginal hygiene wash or shampoo. I could always tell when I did it because there would just be days I could not keep my fingers out of my hair. Like I said, I'm single. I feel like I'm getting better at talking to women. They're not as good at talking back. And I realize it's because my thirst makes me talk to the worst women. Because like, I found like the cooler a chick is, like the more she'll be like, hi, and then just like run away, right? And then like the worse she is, the more prone she is to just be at a bar with a book, reading by herself. And then I'll be like, hey, crazy girl with the book. What page you want? Like I met this girl, we're getting to know each other recently. We're chatting it up. A couple minutes in the conversation, she's like, when were you born? Like, what's your sign? When were you born? I don't know shit about astrology. I was born October 26th. She's like, you're a Scorpio. I was like, this bitch knows way too much. And I was like, yeah, I'm a Scorpio. She's like, And I was like, oh, what are you, something that doesn't fuck Scorpio? She wasn't, but I didn't know that. We kept talking, and then she was like, hey, quick question. If you had to give me a rating from 1 to 10, what would it be? And I was like, I have to go. That's terrifying question to ask. She's like, no, obviously I'm just kidding. It's a silly question. But like, seriously, if you had to give me, I was like, oh, all right, I'll answer. With 10 being like a celebrity supermodel, you are an 8.5. She was like, oh, 8.5, huh? I was like, what's wrong? She's like, nothing, it's just, I was expecting a 15. I was like, oh, well, maybe you should have asked me to rate you from 1 to 100. Because that's how math works. That's how math works. That should have been the end of the conversation, but the thirst is real, so. 3 hours later. Yeah, 3 hours later. So many terrible facts about this awful girl in my head. 3 hours later, we step out behind the bar and we're smoking a joint. And there was a quiet moment where we're kind of close together. So I went in for a kiss. And she was like, oh, don't you want to get to know me before you get to know my mouth? I was like, not anymore. Not out loud, but that's how I felt on the inside. I'm like, man, an hour, we've been talking for like 4 hours, maybe I misread the situation, she doesn't like me. You know? And then she was like, well, let's hang out later this week. You know? I was like, oh, she likes me, but I like, you can't just start making out with a dude willy-nilly. You know? A lot of women have a checklist. First A, B, and C have to happen. And maybe some D. You know? So that's cool. Let's hang out. What do you want to do? She's like, I don't know. Let's go tubing down a river. Nah. Call me old-fashioned. I definitely want to get to know your mouth before I get to know how you know rough water is. And that's just a strong first date, tubing down a river. I feel like that's some shit boyfriends and girlfriends do when they're tired of each other on land. Let's give our love a chance on this land, girl. I'm proud to say I didn't take her tubing. I did take her out. We went out for juice in the middle of the day because I'm a decent human being. A couple nights later, I got a text from her at 1 in the morning and said, hey, what are you doing? I'm bored. Do you want to come over? You're thinking the same thing I was thinking. Damn, Ramon, you crushed that juice day. So I was excited, you know. I went over there, I sat down on the sofa, and then she sat way on the other side of the sofa, so it felt like a really weird job interview I did in my life. And she started in with the weird questions again. She's like, hey, do you know any emerging chefs? Because I want to start a food truck, but I want to find a chef that wants to start a food truck. So we want to. And I was like, that's cool. What kind of food do you cook? She's like, oh, I don't cook. I was like, oh, you don't even know how to cook for a food truck. You have a truck? Do you have money for a truck? She's like, And I don't know how to break it to her that it sounds like she just wants to go eat at a food truck. After a couple more minutes of conversation, I tried to move a little closer to her on the sofa. And she was like, oh, hey, I'm sorry. I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I know it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I kind of wanted you to just come over and hang out so we get to know each other and be friends. Is that okay? I was like, yeah, that's cool. I wish you would have told me that before I came over. She's like, why? What's wrong? I was like, nothing wrong. It's just, you know, a little miscommunication. Normally I'll get a text to hang out at 1 in the morning. I just kind of assume it's about to go down. She's like, what gives you that impression? I thought about it and I was like, society? She's like, oh, just because you come over here, I owe you something? I was like, no, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry for any expectations I had when you came over here. I came over here tonight. Obviously, you don't owe me anything, but I'm not going to apologize for being attracted to a beautiful woman. That's why I'm here. That's what I told her. And I felt that was respectful of her and empowering my feminism all at the same time. You know? Because I always try to be a good feminist, which is hard because I like to try to have sex with women. I thought I had feminism figured out until one day last winter I saw a man watching his wife shovel the driveway, and I was like, damn, that dude is crushing feminism. The girl got mad after I told her that. She was like, ugh, I just don't understand why ever since I moved to Cleveland, everyone I meet's just trying to have sex and no one's trying to build a friendship. I was like, I think it's because you're trying to build your friendships at 2 o'clock in the morning. She was like, you know what, maybe you should go. I was like, all right, good luck with your food truck. And I left. And I went home, I put a status on Facebook, I said, dear ladies, please stop inviting me to your place at 1 a.m. for friendly chats. It's very confusing. Even in the 1 p.m. range where it belongs. Hugs and disappointment are my weaknesses. Because the way Facebook works, my mom was the first person to comment. My mom's comment was, you tell them her loss. It's a little weird to know my mom has confidence in my dick. Weird, but the weird part is the girl who invited me over at 1 in the morning liked that status. And then she texted me a couple hours later like, hey, I saw your Facebook status. I was like, yeah, I know how Facebook works. She's like, I just want to let you know that you're creepy, and you room what could have been a good friendship. You're creepy with your 1 a.m. small business meeting. You didn't have a PowerPoint presentation that's very unprofessional. It's just like, I just feel like men and women look at things so differently. Like I was getting a haircut the other day at the salon. I guess I'm a little bougie. Just because when a dude cuts my hair, when a barber cuts my hair, they do a good job on the sides and they fuck at the top. And then when a chick does her hair, the top's real dope and the sides are okay. For a while, I was looking for like a hermaphrodite hairstylist to have a good haircut. That didn't work out well. And she was cutting my hair, and I was the only dude in there, and she was cutting my hair, and she was complaining. She was like, man, I'm so tired of my roommate Travis. Like, all he does now is she's getting real slutty, and all he does is hang out with his guy friends and talk about all his options. What girl he has no front burner? What girl he has no back burner? What girl he has no crock pot? And all the other women in the salon were like, what is a crock pot? Girl. And I was like, well, you know, if they're on the stove, you have to pay attention because you might burn it, you know? But like a crock pot, just kind of like set it aside, and then just like put it on low, and just like leave it there. You just kind of like pick at it with crackers every once in a while, you know. And the girls were all like, oh my God, if I ever found out I was some guy's crush, we would be done. They're like, can you believe, would you want to be some girl's crock pot man, Ramon? I think so. I think, you know, front burner, back burner, crock pot. I'll be a can opener. I just want to be in the kitchen. If you enjoy me, my name online on everything is Blazer Ramon. I wear a lot of sport coats. I like to have fun. One more round of applause for the guys who put this show together. This is a fantastic show. I hope you guys come back to the regulars and take another week. Like I said, my name online is Blazer Ramon. I like to have fun online. One time on Twitter, I started my own trending topic called Joanne Fabric Slogans. It's like a crafting story, go get yarn and burlap foam. A bunch of people wrote some. I turned my favorites into jingles. I'll do a couple before I get out of here. Thanks for coming out once again. The first one is Joanne Fabrics, cause you need something to do with grandma while she's still alive. Joanne Fabrics, where homeschool kids go on their field trips. Joanne Fabrics, when Lane Bryant doesn't quite make your size. Joanne Fabrics, make sure your daughter stays a virgin by making her prom dress yourself. Joanne Fabrics, why not make a scarf since you can't make a baby? That was my favorite for this summer. I really like that joke, but the first time I tried to do it in front of an all-black audience, nobody laughed. I don't know why. Until after the show, this nice old black man came up to me and was like, hey man, black people don't do crafting. I was like, that's way too racist to be true. So at home, I was like, I'm not going to do anything to write some Joanne Fabric slogans black people might think were funny too. So after 2.5 weeks of intense marijuana smoking, I came up with 2. The first one is Joanne Fabrics, in case you need some beads for your braids. And then the only other one I could think of was Joanne Fabrics, if you want to airbrush a t-shirt with your little cousin dies. Destroyed the first time I did that and all that going. With the exception of one table of women who got real upset. To the point, one of these ladies stood up and was like, "Oh yeah? You think that's funny, huh? Well, how about when you die after tonight's show, we all gonna put your name on a t-shirt." Sounds like everyone's about to go to Joey.